well, this is gonna be probably an exciting video, hopefully. I'm hoping anyway. We are doing a lot of fun stuff today. Tonight, tomorrow morning, whatever, I don't know yet. But goal is, this is one of our trucks that we bought, and you saw it in a previous video. I think it's a 65 or 6 GMC C10. That is a 327 that we tried to make run on a previous video, and we made it run earlier today, which I didn't video, of course, because we were doing stuff and had other prior things to do. But I had a thought. Abby is going to be gone. My girlfriend is going to be gone tonight and tomorrow morning / afternoon, potentially. I still need to put an engine in her car, and her engine right now is about 7,000 pieces in there that we were originally going to put in the car. And it's a 4-bolt 350 out of a 68 Camaro SS car. Now, saying that, this is a 327 out of, I think it's a 66 or 68 327, so it is out of a car, so it's a correct engine for that car. And it's actually even a better engine for a 67 Camaro, because it's a 327, which is cool. And then it already has power steering brackets. It has later model heads on it, which means it has hardened valve seats, so that's better. It has a performer intake, a 600 Edelbrock and HEI, super basic stuff. But we have 327 valve covers I can put on this thing. We have everything for this to go in there. So the plan is pull this guy out. We're gonna kick this truck off to the curb for a minute. I'm gonna put a different engine in this, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna pressure wash this engine. I'm gonna pull the intake, valve covers, and oil pan off. We're gonna get all that, get it painted and set, and try to get all that ready tonight. And then while this is setting and paint and stuff, we're gonna get the engine, the straight six, out of that car, and then get the car ready for the engine. So hopefully by tomorrow morning I can either drop this engine in either tonight or tomorrow morning, and I mean theoretically it could run, because there's really not that much different. I mean, I have to get throttle linkage a little bit different. I need to take the exhaust out of that car, which isn't that big of a deal. I'm going to go headers, because we have mid-length headers for a 68.7 to 69 Camaro or Nova. I have a radiator for it already. I have universal radiator hoses, which will do for now. I have pretty much everything to do this, I think. So I don't know how much videoing overall I'm going to do with like talking, because I'm going to be trying to bust my butt, because it's trying to be a surprise for her. So if I pull this off, if I don't, we'll see. Worst case scenario is she sees it in the car and it's not running, but hey, look, there's an engine in the car. So we'll see what happens. Without further ado, I'm going to start cleaning up from our previous work. Yeah, that's what the spark plugs looked like in this thing, which it had a 750 Edelbrock on it, which is very big for a 327. So I put platinum plugs in it, because just to make it run, and it ran fine. I mean, it was for a few seconds that it ran really good. So I can either, risk it, and I'm going to pull this out. We'll pull the check timing chain cover, or check timing chain, and then check a few bearings, and then we'll throw it together. So this should be fun, and you're going to see that engine turn from looking like that to looking choice. So stay with us, and we're having some fun. Thank you, little truck. All right, well, we got that out. There's my really handy dandy slick way of mounting the, I'm videoing. Oh, slick way of mounting the trans. But engine's out and it's really super clean. It was already rebuilt by someone at some point. You can see the, you know, don't get it hot things. You are, that's good enough right now, yeah.
I'll let you do your thing. I'll bring the phone.
Okay. But yeah, it's definitely a 327. I mean, everything's super clean on this engine. It's cool. I mean, all the writings. I mean, the top's dirty, but you can see the side of the block and stuff super clean. Yeah, it's cool. It's really too dark outside to video, so we're just gonna pressure wash it outside real quick and come back in here so you guys can see it afterwards. Then we're gonna probably paint it and then go get parts. So, or at least I don't know what we'll do yet. So we're definitely gonna go get parts and stuff like that. So pressure washing's coming up next. Well, normally when you look under a bunch of mouse poop, you don't normally see a freshly rebuilt engine. Literally, when we got this, there was about that much mouse poop just sitting on the intake. You pull it all apart, pressure wash everything, and then pop the valve covers and the intake off. This thing doesn't look like it was even ran. Like, maybe a little bit till I break in a cam or something like that, then it just like sat. Like, this is insane. I guarantee you the Nova's not this clean. Not like this. That's crazy. Yeah, and you can see like the dirt that was just sitting on it. And then clean. That's crazy. They had ultra black on everything. Fancy timing chain cover. Yeah, this thing's cool. Stoked. Time to go to the parts store and get everything else that we don't have. We have a bunch of stuff right there that we'll go over when we get back. So, highlight added. Holy parts, Batman. We got lots of stuff here. Water pump, air cleaner, Earl, which this stuff's cool. I've never used it before, but I'm gonna be using it for everything now. And it's Valvoline Racing Oil is what it says, but it's high performance fluid formula for push rod and flat tapping engines, which is what that is. So that's cool. We got dipstick, gaskets, fuel line, which is good, ERP stuff, which doesn't fit, Dorman stuff, which does fit, new fuel pump. That'll be good as I just throw that over there. New fire thrower boys. We got some orange paint because it's going to be orange. Got Chevrolet. More oil. I have brass oil pressure line. There's fuel line. There's Make It Not Leak Boy. Oil filter. We got all the stuff right here. All the fixings to make it look really good. And I also have a Power Master alternator starter. That's alternator, stupid. That has the alternator for it. There's a fan clutch I don't know if we're using right now. There's another, that's for the thermostat. There's just lots of stuff in here that I got for this engine, which was originally an engine over there, but this one's a lot cooler because, well, we've talked about why, but yeah, so honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to pull the timing chain cover off. I don't think I'm going to. After looking at both the valve cover, or on top of the valve covers and the valve train and oil galley, I think I'm going to roll the engine over, make sure there's no oil or no water in the oil. I'm going to pull this guy out right here, and we're going to ship it. So, we're going to paint this sucker up and then start pulling the straight six out of the other car, so, out of the car. So, that's our plan right now. Let's get to it. Okie dokie. And a little bit out. Looks just as good underneath as it does everywhere else. Yeah. It's fine. We'll clean that off and it'll be all good. Yeah, everything looks fine in here. It's all gasket or rubber. Yeah, it's all like rubber or gasket stuff. Yeah, it looks clean. Super, super clean. Yeah, that cam doesn't look like it's been used at all. I don't know if you guys can see that very well or not, but it doesn't look like it's been really broken, really even. Well, that's good. Brand new engine. Very cool. Alright, well, I guess I'll get this all cleaned up and ready to roll for the next however many thousands of miles it's going to run. So, let's get for it. That is the last time you'll hear that sound in this car. We no longer have to worry about this straight 6 harming us in any way. I'm gonna set you guys down right there because this is a boat to drive. You guys fell, of course. Yeah, let me fix you. There you go, that's better. Let me not hit my car or my mom's car. That would be better for everyone. This is gonna be like a 97-point turn right now. This is gonna be ridiculous. I may just speed this up for you guys so you don't have to endure this malarkey. Nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Like that far? Yeah. That's okay. Where you want it? Right here? That is all she wrote. That is it. Last time ever. Well, we mixed fluids.
Alright, so let's get the transmission tied up.
I agree.
And then let's get it back on the ground, push it out, and let's get cleaned up so we can start keep moving.
Yeah. That thing decided to come out with the engine for a minute, because even though I got all the converter bolts, and then it dumped fluid all over the ground. I'm cleaning the floor. Just cleaning the floor up.
Yeah, we need that.
But
the transmission tied up, get it on the ground, and
yep.
clean the floor.
Yep, that's what needs to happen right now. Yay. Okay, we're in the confines of the Blazer this morning. I am on the way back from getting a bunch of carports. The motor mounts we got were not the right ones that we had originally, so I had to go buy some in Rancho Cordova, which is like a 30-minute drive for me. So spent an hour going back and forth. But I got those, so hopefully when I get back, we can bolt those on and then basically drop the motor in, and we can see where it sits. That's the goal anyway for this morning. And from there, it's gonna make it runtime. So we're gonna do all the stuff that we know we need to do, and then we'll get either move the truck out of the way and put it on the lift, or just jack it up high enough where we can get underneath it, so that when we get the headers on, we can just build kind of some short exhaust for it, and then take out the stock exhaust out of it, because we don't need that straight 6 exhaust in there anymore. We're ready to get that out of there. So I need the flow master off of it too, because I have one and I have 2 of them. I just need to put one on it, and then another one, the one that's on it now, just need to remove it over. So, and then it's done. So that's cool, because we can get all that done today, and then we'll start worrying about gauges and stuff later. But I want to hear this thing run, and I want to like drive it a little bit, because having a 327 on that thing's gonna be awesome. So I'm stoked. So I'm going to do this, and you guys are gonna be at the shop. Okie dokie. Well, that was fast. Those are on. I do not appreciate the way Chevrolet made this cross member at all, but they're in. I have to cut the old single exhaust out of the car because it's up and under like the X brace for the convertible, but that's gonna come off. While we're sitting here looking, somebody's been working on the engine all day. It looks very good compared to what it did that came out yesterday. There's the exhaust that we're hopefully going to use on it. motor mounts. It's looking good. I have no idea what cam's in it, but it doesn't really matter. It's something.
Yeah, it'll run good, I'm sure.
I'm sure. So I'll put you guys down. I'm gonna cut the exhaust off. At least from like middle of the car forward. That way we can deal with that later. But that way the engine can just drop in. So that's what's going on right now. All right, well, out with the old, in with the new. We're going in with that, I think, in the next few minutes. I need to get the jack underneath the transmission. And then we already got the motor mounts in. They're nice and buzzed in there. I think they look pretty good too. I was gonna paint all this, but it's fine. This is, you know, don't get it right, just get it running mode right now. So I'll put that underneath the car. There's the exhaust that I cut out. I just cut that much out for it now. We'll get the rest of it out in a little bit. And I haven't heard from Abby yet, really. I mean, I've talked to her a little bit this morning, but they're out running errands and doing stuff together, so we'll have to just keep going, and she hasn't heard anything about it or seen anything about it, so it's working. So let's get the drop of this engine in. Somehow there's two different car flags and there's only... Oh, you have the straight 6 car flag. I need this one. Maybe we should have gone lower with the car. I think it's okay.
Lower with the car? I already have everything. Well, we'll try it.
We'll try it.
I mean, try to get closer to the car before we go any higher?
No, I mean, this is fine. I mean, I guess it went over the Ford, so...
Yeah, it should. Got the light on pretty good.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's still...
No, we're almost there.
There we are. I was just...
I know, it's pretty high.
Right, that's fine. Enough.
I'm just providing.
Yep.
Oh, from the back, we go left or yeah, we gotta go way.
We are over the front.
Okay, so
You start going slow. About
like longer.
Yeah.
Stop or
Going. Okay, stop for a second.
are we going a little more?
Come on, more with it. Right, there's probably good.
This is with that accessory group thing. It's kind of like, yeah, it's helpful, but then it's like, I don't know, maybe it was the wrong thing to do. Yeah.
Okay. Stop for a second. Okay. Let's come back a little bit with it. Just a skosh. Right there. Because we're having to go past the, the wiper motor crap. That control.
Yeah, that was better.
Keep her going.
That was good in there. Oh, that looks good. I like it.
This is what it needed. This is what they all... I don't know why they ever make straight 6s in general. So only BMW should be allowed to make straight 6s. I put side load on the shock. Needs to go.
We stop it, adjust it.
Yeah. It needs to go passenger side just a little bit.
Yeah, well, the whole thing's crooked.
Oh, is it?
It's actually crooked, so if I go that way, and then I
Because
go...
I'm holding it that way right now. Yeah, that's a lot better.
Is it? Okay.
Well, so that's free sitting. So yeah, it needs to go.
Yeah.
Right there, that's good. Now the flex plate's actually hitting the transmission a little bit, which is good.
Can we come from the front of the car a little bit?
I'll hold it.
Okay, can we go down?
Yeah. I'll just go down slow. Just
It's
drops
tight
it.
again. Hold on. Yeah, see, that was way faster.
Okay, stop.
Yep.
We may have wanted those mounts.
What's that? Are they backwards?
You're still going down.
Thank you.
No, that's probably enough space. That's right. Go up a little bit with it, because it's resting on the motor mount right now.
More suckers that have wives and
Wives
girlfriends
and,
that
you know,
loves them and stuff.
Wives don't care about them, love them.
Other things to do other than this kind of shit.
See, I feel like Finnegan though right now because I'm working on, you know, his lifestyle Camino.
There you go.
I can't see. Go down a little bit with it. Yeah, actually stop for a second. Don't do it one more second. I'm gonna see the. Yeah, let's go. Thank you. If we. Yeah, we have to go up. Alright, go up with it actually. We're gonna have to tilt it like.
I mean, do you want to set it down and take the weight off and like move those chains to the forward holes?
I don't think it'll. That's not the problem right now. It's.
Okay. All right.
Is it still? Yeah, it is. It's just trying to get it into the
dowels, but
into the dowels and over the motor mounts.
Yeah, the narrow motor mounts are tough.
Okay. Can we try to go in with it a little bit?
Yeah. You tell me when. I'll push. You watch that. Well.
So, which makes sense because it's.
So do you? Okay. What do you want me to do then?
I don't know.
You want to tip it?
Now I'm over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. What needs to happen? So, because it's like this,
Mm-hmm.
it needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get, should I get? But then I don't know where I'm going. I guess I can get in the engine bay, and then lift the front of it up, and like watch the back, and then as it's like going in, I can
try to stab it.
Yeah, and then you can drop it as it's like.
Okay. You tell me. Yeah, you drive it. I'll run the winch and the hoister. I don't think I can get to.
I know. I'm joking. I'm surprised Papa hasn't been out.
He was out while you were gone.
Oh, was he?
Just for a second. I think he was out later. Alright. Okay.
Well, I think the battery is getting low on the GoPro, so it decided to kill itself. Ta-da. I don't know how much you saw, but it is in there. That looks way better than what that little straight six did. That looks like professional kind of stuff. That's super cool. Can't wait for it to actually run. I'm gonna put you guys on the charger. You're gonna miss out on us assembling, but it's just gonna be like me putting in converter bolts and stuff, so you're not gonna miss a whole lot anyway. So I'll get that all situated for you guys, and then we'll be right back. Lowering the car down for the first time with the stall bucket. Just gotta lower it. You're off. Ready?
That's still connected to stuff, or can I be taken off the engine?
No, you take it off.
Still a little lower.
Yeah, it does. That looks a lot better.
Excellent.
Look at it from here. It's got kind of rake now.
There you go.
That's what we wanted.
Covers the stuff off it really goes.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Once we get the engine bay a little bit better. All right, and she is on her way home, so she's gonna see it very similar to this, which is totally fine. There's no return now. It's over there. So.
Get the fingerprints off here.
Yeah.
Presentation.
Good idea. Presentation. So you guys will probably see that later.
Can she drive?
In a little bit she will.
By the 23rd, Colin?
Yes.
Please
Yes.
tell me you thought about
Yes.
that. Okay.
Oh yeah, by then, definitely.
Hello.
Something's a little different, huh? You're welcome. So, I want to say, your 350 is still in the corner.
Okay.
This is the engine out of the GMC.
Okay.
We pulled it out and I realized it was a 327, which is more historically accurate for a 67
Okay.
Camaro. So we got that out and then we started pulling it apart, and this engine was never ran before. It's like a brand new engine inside. So we went through everything, cleaned everything up, and I was trying to make it to where it would run before you got here, but
It's okay.
it's almost.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
now I know why you kept asking, do you want to your grandma's? Do you want to your grandma's?
When are you gonna go? When are
Where
you
you
going?
going?
Yeah. But
Thank
yeah,
you
you're
so
welcome.
much. Thank you, God.
Yeah, we stayed up till 3 last night.
So pretty. Oh.
Yeah.
That's a big boy. Or at least bigger
327.
than, not
Oh,
big,
yeah.
big, but bigger than what she's used to. She goes,
Wow. Well, and it's funny. You can look out this way, and you stand in the front of the car. It's hard to tell with the rags and stuff, but it's lower in the front.
yeah, it is.
So
She said,
yeah. I have.
status.
There's just a carburetor on it for right now, just to make it run.
Okay.
Um,
My grandma's calling.
but and then we'll.
Ah.
All right. Well, that wasn't exactly how I wanted that to go as far as timing wise, but I think that was a success on being a surprise and her being happy about it. So it's all ready to go. I need to figure out, number one, find top dead center and put it on one compression and get the distributor dropped in. And I'm going to get all the spark plugs in except for one. That way we can kind of tell a little bit better. And then I'm going to start going through some of the wire loom and some of that kind of stuff, and probably get the radiator in, and then get the training cooler and stuff together, and then we're going for that. So that's what I'm going to do next.
So you should put your Nova away before it gets later.
Put the Nova away. But get all that stuff done, and I mean, theoretically, it could fire tonight. I don't know if we will because it's open header, and that's going to be extremely loud. But, and there's other people I have to be mindful for. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we'll do that and go from here. So hopefully, I mean, pretty soon it should be able to just pop off and we're gonna have some fun. No, that wasn't gonna do anything for it. Half, one, half. I just want to make it to where it stops moving, and then
Yeah, you want the timing light just so you know where you're at when you start it?
not right now. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think that really matters right now.
Okay.
Because we don't even have.
Oh, we definitely need vacuum caps. We're gonna start it. You want a vacuum cap on that?
So,
Okay, we have vacuum caps. Let's put that.
well, open header. No water pump, no accessory drive. Startup. Hopefully.
Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, hang on. I know why. Well, do you want to put vacuum on the distributor?
No.
No, we don't need it.
Okay. Advance it or retard it?
Advance? Try it, I guess. I don't know.
Which is going towards the.
Front of the car.
Yeah.
Ready?
Good. It's not pumping fuel.
Is there any fuel? Do you see fuel in the carburetor?
There's.
When I'm doing that,
Hang on.
do you see
There's
fuel
fuel
in
in
the
it.
carburetor?
Stop.
Something's
Stop.
flipping.
Stop. The transmission's spitting out. Yeah, the transmission's spinning.
So if you have a fuel line, you can loop it
Yeah, give me a
if you
second.
want, or we can wait until you're.
A little bit of fuel, not much.
It's starting the pump right through here
I'm
now.
starting to put some fuel in. Okay, what I was gonna say is grab the timing light and let's just like see where the timing mark is, right? Like just put it on 1 as we're cranking. I'll tell you where your timing's at.
Yeah. 1.
Yeah.
Not 1.
Yeah, 1.
1.
But timing mark, yeah, 1.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, not 2. Not before 2. But with no fuel, I mean, if we're not, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, everything was.
it may try to start again. It may pop. I don't know if it will. It didn't pop before you put gas in it though, so I don't expect it to. That's why I was doing this, was to clear anything out that's in it. Just give it some air. Like when you flood a car, you just put your foot to the floor for a little bit.
Will she flood right now?
She could flood right now, yeah, absolutely. It could. Well, that's what Colin did when he put the gas in it, basically flooded it. Which is okay. I mean, that's what we're trying to just give fuel to it.
Right.
But that's why ether is good, because it's lighter.
Okay.
It's light and it mixes a lot easier.
Right. So what's this one?
So this will tell us if our timing is right. There's a mark on that harmonic balancer when top dead center number one comes up. And,
So when 1 is up to the point of fire, and explode, inside
the spark plug.
the spark. Number 1, it lights the spark plug, and this when the trigger being pulled, it lights this.
Okay.
And there's a mark on the balancer that
Coincides.
with it. Send it.
All right. You ready?
Yep. Stop. Something's weird.
Okay.
With the timing probably. It's just popping out the pipe and there's like.
Did you even see the flash anywhere?
I saw the flash
There's
on the
flash
bottom.
on here. I have no idea where it was though because all I saw
It
was fire.
underneath.
It's just like flame coming out the pipe,
Okay.
which could be.
Okay.
Can we pull the here? This will be. Well, if I pull the ignition
We
though,
won't have spark.
we won't have spark.
That's what I was thinking about pulling fuel. If we pull fuel, then we won't have fuel in the carburetor.
And then it'll pump fuel into it anyway, or pump.
I mean, you could get a can and we could pump it into a can or something. Let's do that. Take the fuel line off and pump it into a gas can. Then it won't try to start because it'll have no fuel.
Right.
But it'll tell us where our timing is.
Right.
Yeah, I thought about pulling that off the distributor too, but then we don't have the time, so defeats the entire purpose. I think we're on compression, but I think we may be like 20 or 30 degrees off.
I couldn't see anything.
Stubborn for it.
Huh?
Stubborn for it.
It's fine. This is what happens when you first try to start an engine. Especially when you're not doing it so
That was
right.
terrifying.
It is, and it's
That's unfortunate.
just bring gas over. Yeah, it's gonna run back. The other thing we could do, now that we did that, is, actually, you know what? Now that you did that, you could just put that right back on. We could take the one off the tank. You have that super long hose on it. Just loop it up here.
Which tank? So this
I just thought of it. I'm sorry, but I thought of that first.
That one?
Yeah, I want to go in the fuel tank. So we don't get, we're not putting gas to the fuel pump
Right.
anymore. I thought of that
This is
too.
loose right here.
Okay, that's not real good. That's not an issue this minute, but it will be when we try to start it in the carburetor. Well, that's the one you got from that Ford guy. See those Ford guys?
Forecast.
And you didn't rebuild it, you just trusted him, which is
Are
fair.
you wanting to take it off right there or?
I would take it off where you have the long hose. Yeah, not there. I'd take it off at the pump. Other one.
That one.
That one. Does it have a clamp on it?
Where?
Yeah, well, you need a small hose. That's why I was asking which one you wanted it off of.
I don't think it has a clamp on it.
He does.
Oh,
It's all the way in.
Oh,
It's
is it?
underneath, tucked up underneath.
oh, I see it. I'm sorry. Yep, I couldn't see
Because it
it.
needs to be.
Just because if it's long, we can hold it up here
Right.
and it won't leak. Okay. So, remark the line and then come around the front of it so you can see it on the front of the balancer too.
That's terrible.
What?
This thing didn't really work at all.
Okay.
The silver didn't really want to work on the paint either. You know, if you get like a white, if you had white, like paintbrush paint.
Here.
Get actual paint pen. Like the old paint pen we use.
Oh, paint pen. Thank you for saying that.
You have one?
Yeah. I have teal and white.
So you prefer white probably.
Huh?
White probably.
Yeah.
It'll be a little brighter.
My dumbass.
say, oh yeah, I have what you need.
Literally. May I tap on here to check if it's working?
Oh, yes.
Go.
Go ahead.
That's neutral, man.
I was just, oh, I don't have anything. And then it clicked. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's better. So you can see on the front too. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because that's scribed all the way across. And a lot of times you like, you put paint in it, then you wipe it back off so you get the line. But that's perfect. That's gonna be good, I think.
I can't use it. They didn't really get it in the front.
So you're gonna have to really look at it from here, but you should be able to see it.
Here you go. Check.
You got it?
That's fine.
That's good. That's good.
That's good. All right.
I know it's not perfect, but
No, it's
Present. Here you
fine.
go.
Plus or minus is all.
it's so we can see it. Yeah.
So I don't know how much fuel's still in there. It's gonna want to do what it's gonna want to do.
I don't know.
The other thing we can do. There's something we can do. We can unplug the distributor and crank it for a while just to let it.
Get it.
Whatever's in there, just kind of let it push some stuff out without spark. That wire was hard to plug in. But the second time through might be easier. I don't like those loud pops in there. Let's try that.
It just popped right out.
Yeah, come out real easy.
Stubborn. Yeah, you were like.
Oh, it's easy. In's gonna
Right.
be the hard part.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
Sure.
That.
And it just pushed it out.
I was like, that on my face?
I think so. Yes.
All right.
Was it like a beard? I was like, is that a beard hair? Or is she just like,
Ooh, that just went okay.
you're not backfiring in my face again.
We're gonna try not to. Hopefully, it won't. You
Yeah.
can see what time you
Well,
get.
this one's already trying to kill me once, so
I know.
trying to take my eyebrows.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
You're not ready.
I'm ready. There's no fuel at this point. Come on,
Ow.
car.
It's underneath. I saw it right down
That's
there.
off the pipes, yeah.
Yeah.
So what would be?
I mean, there's enough fuel still in it that it's still doing right.
Timing's late.
We can
Too
pull all the
retarded.
spark plugs out.
Too retarded. Or
Yeah.
he says it's too retarded.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't pop out the pipes no matter what.
Right. Look at that.
All right.
Why don't you try whatever you want, huh? That's just my first.
It's 180 out. It has to be. The oil down below for
It won't fire up. It'd have to have a lot of gas in it for it to go off.
Take-
Like your car had.
I don't-
when you
Yeah.
welded the pin.
take 43. This one should actually go though.
Fire. I gotta go get Flash real quick.
Can you just do this first? Like 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry, real quick. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. Huh?
I was gonna say, what's the timing?
It had 40 pounds of oil pressure.
Good,
That's awesome.
Cool.
cool.
I'll take that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, sounds
A little
good.
retarded.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it's retarded. Once we get the
I don't know if you can get enough where it is. We may have to move the distributor again. Maybe you can.
Yeah, you can go quite a ways.
Can you? Okay. Well,
once we get the thank you.
you're welcome.
This will be done for tonight.
Yeah, I'll come back out and clean up.
Yeah. But I mean, we get exhaust on it because that'll affect the carburetor. Huh?
Was that her?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It's good. It has 40 pounds of oil pressure. It was the distributor was 180 out. That's why
Yeah,
it was
that'll
being
do
stupid.
it. She said,
Yeah.
But yeah, it seemed fine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Needs a little more timing.
yeah,
You tightened it up?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that's it.
kinda.
There you go. That's probably too much, but it's okay.
Yeah,
See what it does.
It's kinda cold.
You
It's
did?
like
little
we're
bit.
at the freaking cabin.
ready?
Yeah.
That's better. Yep, that's a lot better. That's good. Yeah, it's fine. I agree.
You can go quite a bit further with it.
I agree. And once we get the exhaust on it, we
Yeah.
can adjust things more than we can
Everything
get.
dialed in. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Cool.
You still got a day's
I-
work to do.
I just cared about that.
Huh?
That's just what I cared about was that to make
Yeah.
sure it wasn't doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
But cool.
No, that's good.
She says it's
Sweet.
good.
Yeah.
Turn this, let's put this thing over there and push it in.
Yeah. Clean up the oil and stuff underneath it and call it good for tonight. Cool.
Yeah, you need to start with a fresh head.
Success.